Uganda, Vietnam, Cambodia, Montenegro and Mauritius. This is Group 18 of the Head-to-Head Challenge. Welcome, ladies, to this beautiful view of Canary Wharf. How are you feeling today?
Good.
Good, very good.
Warmer with a little sun.
Yes.
You had breakfast?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, so then we're all set to go.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with Uganda.
Hi, my name is Oliver Nakakande and I'm Miss Uganda 2019-2020. I'm glad to be representing my country, Uganda, at Miss World this December in London. I enjoy traveling. I love reading novels and listening to motivational speakers. I also love sports, especially basketball. Growing up in an extended family is such a blessing. We enjoy coming together and I cannot trade my family for anything. I am so glad to be coming from the most beautiful country in the whole world, Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. The weather is incredible. You need to visit Uganda. With the Miss Uganda and the Miss World platforms, I'm so glad to be the voice of so many girls out there, not only in Uganda, but also around the world, that are going through so many challenges. For example, my Beauty with a Purpose project, which is fighting against teenage pregnancies. Being an advocate gives me so much joy that I'm able to add my voice and bring about change. I'm looking forward to meeting all the other contestants from around the world. See you in London.
You said that you have like a very big extended family. Like exactly how many of you are?
Thank you. Well, according to the Western School of Thought, an extended family is an extension of a nuclear family, and it comprises of the mother, the father, brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, and all the other relatives. However, in our African context and how I was raised to believe, an extended family also includes the friends, the community, the nannies, and everyone that takes part in raising a child. So I believe that it takes an entire village to raise a child. So in my tribe, the Maganda tribe where I come from, we have a saying that goes, "Agadi awamuge galume nyama."
Yeah, very true.
Which means that when we come together, we create amazing firework. For example, if I have one candle, I can create some heat and some light. But if I have so many candles, I can create a lot of heat and I can light the entire world. So coming from an extended family is such a blessing, and they've really impacted my life. They've given me so many values, taught me a lot of things, values like compassion, authenticity, godliness, hard work. And these are the values that I use in my daily life, and I believe that they are the values that I'm going to use when I win Miss World.
I feel like we're so much alike because in Mexico, like, we live with our aunts and our grandparents, and we're just living in one huge house, and we are a community. So I think we're alike on that.
Yeah.
But tell me about your Beauty with a Purpose now, Uganda.
Well, my Beauty with a Purpose project is increasing teenage literacy rates as one of the solutions to fight teenage pregnancies in Uganda. My country, Uganda, is one of the less fortunate countries in the whole world, whereby many people lack livelihood options. For example, basic needs like soap and even earning $1 a day. It's very hard for so many people. So you realize that girls, especially the girls, are really struggling, and they tend to drop out of school, and they fall prey to teenage pregnancies. So with My Beauty with a Purpose, we're trying to get the girls who are pregnant and teenage mothers to educate them, motivate them, tell them it's okay, and after giving birth, go back to school. And in that way, they become a part of our extended family because we are a part of raising their children and also raising them physically, emotionally. We're all together. So you realize that in Uganda, 1 in 4 girls is either pregnant or a mother by the age of 19, which is pretty scary. So when I was working, before I came here for Miss World, in October, I visited a place where they keep teenage mothers and teenage pregnant girls. There were so many girls, but there was this case of a girl that really touched my heart, the girl called Brenda Nansereko. She's only 13 years old, and she was pregnant. And I got to talk to her, and like her story really touched me because she told me she was looking for school fees, basic needs, and then her parents couldn't afford that. And then the only option was to look around for help. And then there was an older man in the village who, you know, said, I'm going to help you. But in the long run, she got pregnant, and then she had to run away from home. After running away from home, her parents looked for her and found out that she was pregnant. Unfortunately, she was pregnant at the same time that her mother, too, was pregnant. So it caused a lot of chaos in the entire family. She dropped out of school. She lost the friends. She started blaming herself for everything she done. So
this is one of the multiple stories that you have there.
This is one of the many stories in Uganda. So we need to really help these girls and tell them it's okay, there is life after that, because when you're 13 years, there is a whole life ahead of you. School is still there. There is a chance to go back to school. That's my beauty with the purpose.
Thank you, Uganda.
Thank you.
Now we'll meet Vietnam.
Xin chào, tôi là Lương Thùy Linh, Miss World Vietnam 2019. I am currently a student, major in International Business Economics from Hanoi Foreign Trade University, one of the top universities in Vietnam. I was born and grew up in Cao Bằng, a mountainous province in the northeast of Vietnam. Being a homeland to many spectacular landscapes and colorful ethnic cultures, Cao Bằng has been attracting tourists by the fantastic and majestic beauty of the fairyland capped by streaks of white clouds. Favored by nature, with almost 90% of this land is forest, limestone mountains, rivers and valleys, my hometown would offer you various amazing sceneries almost everywhere. The precious crown of Miss World Vietnam 2019 got me the opportunity of having my dreams come true, making my 19 a remarkable milestone. I would use that title to increase the awareness of volunteering to give back to the community and help those less fortunate than us. I believe that beauty, humanity, and knowledge will not only make you a better version of yourself, but also connect you to others and make the world a better place to live in. See you in London, England, Miss World 2019!
Vietnam, the landscapes in your video are incredible. And you actually live in those mountains.
Yeah.
How is it to live there?
Well, actually living in a mountainous area is cool, so cool, in terms of both weather and how I feel living there.
Yes.
Every day I wake up hearing the sound of life outside of my window. Unlike the city, where you can hear so many noise and so many traffic jam, in my mountainous area, every morning I can hear the breeze blowing through the trees, some birds singing some occasional songs, some kids playing outside in the field, and sometimes even the dogs barking. I feel so grateful that I was born there. And I think growing up in a mountainous area where the hustle and bustle just don't exist, I think it shapes my lifestyle. I always take things easy, always look on the bright side, and yeah, stress is often kept at bay. But it doesn't make me less ambitious than any other girl. I tried and studied so hard to earn a spot in the top economic university in Vietnam, and beside that, I also joined a fashion club at school and joined an NGO to volunteer, do campaigns and projects to help those who are in need and to solve some environmental and social problems.
Oh, that's great. And
Thank
now,
you.
what about your beauty with purpose?
Well, my beauty with a purpose is building road, connecting dreams with the aim to build a proper road for the people living in the remote mountainous area. You know, I moved to Hanoi City, which is our capital, to study my bachelor degree. And being in such a huge metropolis makes me realize the huge difference between my place and the city. And that makes me want to do something to somehow change my hometown, no matter how big or how small it is. And I finally come up with the idea of building a proper road to connect the two poorest villages in my hometown with the outside world. I have been fundraising across my nation and received massive support, both financially and mentally, and I am so grateful for their help. And finally, I built them a road to improve connectivity first, and then I hope that other better things like access to education, healthcare, and amenities would come along. And after this project, I realized that happiness comes easily. Happiness is when I can reach out to the underprivileged, listen to them and help them and provide something that they really need, and to see the smiles on the children's faces and hear them laugh so loudly. Even when I'm sitting here in London, my fundraising hasn't stopped. I have been fundraising to continue doing some other projects to help those who are in need.
Perfect, Vietnam. I think you're going to achieve so much. You're being very busy.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. And our next contestant is Cambodia, but she doesn't have a presentation video. So, Cambodia, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
អរគុណសម្រាប់សំណួរបងនេះខ្ញុំចង់បង្ហាញពីសម្រស់និងគោលបំណងឲ្យពិភពលោកបានដឹងថានារីកម្ពុជាមានទាំងសម្រស់សមត្ថភាពក្លាហានភាពវៃឆ្លាតអាចនឹងតស៊ូគ្រប់ឧបសគ្គបានហើយសម្រាប់នាងខ្ញុំផ្ទាល់ពិតជាមានអារម្មណ៍ថាសប្បាយចិត្តខ្លាំងមែនទែនព្រោះជាបេក្ខនារីតំណាងប្រទេសដើម្បីមកប្រកួតនៅចក្រភពអង់គ្លេសសម្រាប់នាងខ្ញុំផ្ទាល់មានអារម្មណ៍ថាវាពិបាកមិនដែរលើកទី1ក្នុងជីវិតដែលចេញពីផ្ទះឆ្ងាយធ្វើដំណើរមកប្រកួតនៅចក្រភពអង់គ្លេសហើយមានអារម្មណ៍ថាឃ្លាតឆ្ងាយពីអ្នកផ្ទះនឹកមានអារម្មណ៍ថាបាត់បង់ភាពក្លាហានបានម៉ាក់បានប៉ាគាត់តែងតែផ្ដល់កម្លាំងចិត្តជួយលើកទឹកចិត្តសម្រាប់នាងខ្ញុំដើម្បីឲ្យមានភាពក្លាហានចូលប្រកួតក្នុងកម្មវិធីមួយនេះហើយសម្រាប់នាងខ្ញុំផ្ទាល់ក៏មានអារម្មណ៍ថានឹងតស៊ូដើម្បីឲ្យជួយ
No, touching. Fine. Breathe. Everything's fine.
ចង់ប្រាប់ទៅពិភពលោកឲ្យបានដឹងថានារីកម្ពុជាមានទាំងសម្រស់សមត្ថភាពក្លាហានអាចធ្វើបានរកឧបសគ្គទោះជាមានឧបសគ្គយ៉ាងណាក៏ដោយក៏នាងខ្ញុំតស៊ូនឹងប្រឹងឲ្យអស់ពីសមត្ថភាពដើម្បីឲ្យប្រទេសកម្ពុជាមាននារីដ៏ក្លាហានអាចតស៊ូនៅឧបសគ្គទាំងឡាយទោះនាងខ្ញុំមានផលពិបាកសម្រាប់នាងខ្ញុំផ្ទាល់ប៉ុន្តែនាងខ្ញុំក៏មានកម្លាំងចិត្តពីគ្រួសារម៉ាក់ប៉ានិងខាងបងដែលគាត់តែងតែខំមកសួរសុខទុក្ខលើកកម្លាំងចិត្តសម្រាប់នាងខ្ញុំផ្ទាល់ក៏សូមអរគុណដល់ពួកគាត់មែនទែនចាសសូមអរគុណ
And what about your Beauty with a Purpose project?
និយាយពីសម្រស់នេះខ្ញុំចង់បង្ហាញឲ្យពិភពលោកបានដឹងថា នាងខ្ញុំមានទាំងសម្រស់សមត្ថភាពក្លាហានភាពវៃឆ្លាតអាចនឹងប្រកួតប្រជែងនឹងបេក្ខនារីដទៃទៀតបានចា៎
Thank you very much, Cambodia.
Yeah.
Our next contestant, Montenegro.
Hello, I'm Mirjana Muratovic. I'm 19 years old and I represent Montenegro in the Miss World 2019. I live in Podgorica and I believe that I live in one of the most beautiful countries in the world, with its breathtaking scenery, beautiful beaches, soaring mountains and warm people. From an early age, I have always been very ambitious and education has always been my highest priority. However, I devote all my free time to various activities. Therefore, I enjoy playing piano, singing, dancing and acting. My parents believe I've always felt like a princess, but even a princess can enjoy playing sports. Therefore, I have been playing karate and handball for almost 10 years. Besides, what gives me further satisfaction today is painting and reading novels. Thanks to my family, I grew into a very strong and independent woman, and my motto has always been never give up. My biggest strength is be very persistent in spite of all the obstacles and impossibilities. What I really hope is to become a leader one day and help all the people in need. I am looking forward to meeting other contestants and I am proud to be chosen to represent my country.
See you in London.
Montenegro, you always wanted to be a princess, right?
Yes. Since I was a little girl, I have always felt like a princess. My parents looked at me that way. I like to wear a crown and the long shiny dresses. I have always dreamed to become a princess one day, and here I am. I'm Princess Montenegro.
Oh, I think we're all princes here. We all feel like that. And every night I see you in your beautiful gowns, you really are a princess and you act like one as well.
Thank you.
What are you doing for your Beauty with a Purpose?
My Beauty with a Purpose is about children with special needs. I often spend my free time with them and bring and buy presents them and make they very happy. I have in humanitarian club member and I like to help everyone. On humanitarian events, when I organize, I collect money for the food and medication they need, and I want to be a leader one day and help everyone.
Oh, I'm sure you'll make it.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Montenegro.
You're welcome.
Our next contestant, Mauritius.
Hi, I am Urvashi Guria, 20 years old and proudly representing Mauritius. A land with a diversity of cultures, traditions, languages, delicious food, where its people live in peace, justice and liberty, surrounded by gorgeous beaches and incredible greeneries, also a place I am proud to call home. I had a great childhood. Growing up, I was surrounded by friends, cousins and neighbors, always having fun, swimming or enjoying exotic fruits, and nowadays it's pretty much still the same. As an only child, I was raised by my mother who molded me and made me become the person I am today. She's my rock, my best friend, and the one that gives me spirit to do what I do. 2018 was a year that took a turn in my life when I participated in Miss Mauritius national pageant. It was a tough transition from the young carefree girl brought into the glamorous world and been exposed to different opinions, especially in the era of social media. Just as the use of technology itself has evolved, so has the ability to bully. This is why I chose to take a stand against cyberbullying. I cannot wait to represent the beauty, courage and determination of the Mauritian women on the Miss World platform and enjoy this new adventure with my fellow sisters from all around the world. See you in London!
Mauritius, you said that your mom is your best friend.
Yes, she is.
What is the thing that you admire the most of her?
everything. Well, you know, I don't think that I will be able to really put into words the admiration I have for her, because I mean, she's the woman who has taught me my first talk, my first walk, or has been here for me for every first time. And you know, when there are days when I have my darkest days, she is always here for me, you know. And she did her work as a mother so perfectly. The way she handled both the role of a mother and of a father at the same time to give me the best she ever could, with so much courage and determination. And I could always find her through every step of the way. And I would say that she really succeeded into raising me and maybe the person I am today. I am the person that I am today because of the woman that she is. And there is one thing that she always taught me. I've always learned that she's someone who always goes for what she dreams, for what she wants, and this in a way had taught me to always go for what I want. And yes, and I know that even if the world is on the rage to tell me that I cannot be who I want to be, I know that when I get home, there will be a mother, a woman, who will be in front of me and who will still believe in my potential.
Well, I'm sure she's very proud of you. Just by the way you talk to her, I want to cry. Like, I feel like my mom is my best friend too, so I can relate to that. Thank you. What is your Beauty with a Purpose about?
Well, my Beauty with a Purpose project is to raise awareness against cyberbullying, a subject that many of us can really relate to. Imagine one day you wake up and you have to read words about yourself which says that you are ugly, you don't deserve to be where you are, or you're not enough. Well, these were the words I had to read about myself, and at 19 years old to find out that people wanted me dead. And you know, being the only child of a single mother, I still remember my mother reading through every single comment, humiliating her daughter online. And no mother deserves that. But you know, that really gave me the courage and the strength to really take a stand and to start my own campaign against cyberbullying, where I joined hands with other victims, where we went to colleges to really educate people about this matter. We also went on air to really motivate the population and tell them our stories of how stones were thrown at us, but that did not make us fall. That made us stand stronger. And we also provided some psychological help to some victims, because we can always say that we can put up the thick skin. But I have been a victim, and I know that sometimes we cannot really put up the thick skin, because the repercussion of cyberbullying can lead to anxiety, to depression, and some people even commit suicide. And again, no mother deserves to see their children committing suicide. I think that the purpose of hiding behind a screen to cause pain to others should not be a trend. It should not be accepted by anyone, and we should all love, respect, and care for each other.
Yeah, and I think it works both ways. One is like help the cyberbullying victims, but at the same time, like raise your kids not to be bullies. So it's like working both ways.
Both sides, yeah.
It's very interesting. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Group 18. How are you feeling?
Great. Very good.
Relaxed?
Really? Yes, very relaxed.
Oh, now you can. That was it. That was the head-to-head. It wasn't that bad, right? Well, thank you very much. You did great. And everyone at home, now it's your time to vote for your favorite contestants in all our social media platforms, Mobster, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, MissWorld.com. I'll see you soon with the last group.